Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Diana. Today's video is going to be all about weight loss. So if you're someone like me who needs to lose weight fast in order to stay motivated, then this video is for you. For those of you who don't know me, I recently had a baby. I gained 70 pounds during that pregnancy, and so I had a really hard time losing the weight afterwards. I am a registered nurse. I'm also a board certified family nurse practitioner. So I know all about health, I know about nutrition, and I know theoretically what should be done in order to lose weight, but I still really struggle. So this video is going to basically give you the tips and the tricks that I've learned along the way during my struggle to lose the weight. When I finally got it down, I lost the weight very quickly. The first month I lost 20 pounds. 3 months later, I had already lost 50 pounds. If you're still with me, stay tuned for the video. So the first tip that I want to give you is to basically know where to start. One of the issues that I had, and I think a lot of us have, is that we don't really know where to start. We just say, oh, I'm going to eat less and I'm going to eat healthy. We try to clean up our diet and we cut down. And really, we're still eating too much. For me, that was the case. A lot of you may also be having the same issue. And so you have to know where to start. One thing you should look up is your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. You can go on Google and just type in BMR calculator and they'll give you the number for you. And basically what that is just how much calories you burn throughout the day at rest. So if you're not doing any exercise, how much calories does your body expend to keep itself functioning? And for me, that calorie number was about 1,400 calories. And so what I did was I ate 200 to 400 calories less than that every day. So I put myself in a caloric deficit so that every day I would be losing something. And the theory behind that is basically if you're in a deficit, your body is going to start tapping into its fat stores to make up the difference in, energy that it needs in order to keep itself functioning. So that's where you should start. Another thing that I recommend is to count calories if you're new to weight loss, dieting, healthy lifestyle. Count your calories. There's a lot of people on YouTube, there's doctors and average public who will say counting calories doesn't work. Well, I'm here to tell you that it does. I counted calories throughout my entire weight loss process. I still even eyeball my calories and I even eyeball my carbs now. And it works. I lost the complete 70 pounds that I gained and I'm still losing. So count your calories. Another thing that you can do if you want to accelerate the weight loss, you can count your carbs or eyeball your carbs, which is what I did. The average diet is about 200 to 300 carbs a day. And so if you keep your carb count below 100, you're still essentially a low carb diet. You still are kind of in a low carb range. Now, Atkins, ketos, those carbs are going to be below 60, 50. I think keto is even less, but I don't subscribe to those. And I think if you're new to weight loss and a healthy journey, I don't think you should either. I think that you should eyeball your carbs and try, if you can, to keep them below 100. If not, just really watch your calories and keep them 200 to 400 below your BMR. Another tip that I would recommend is, if you can, subscribe to intermittent fasting. Now, there are a lot of videos on YouTube that give you an in-depth kind of breakdown as far as intermittent fasting. What I will say for the purpose of this video is that it worked for me. I was in the habit, especially, like I said, I had a baby, I was breastfeeding, of waking up in the night with the baby and like snacking all the time. And what happens when you eat, especially sugars and carbs and those kind of things, pancreas releases insulin. And insulin is like the key that opens the cells, allows it to take in nutrients, allows it to take in glucose from the bloodstream. That's what it utilizes for fuel. So in the absence of insulin, your body then starts to burn its own fat for fuel, right? So that's the key concept behind intermittent fasting for weight loss. Fasting in general has so many good health benefits. Increased mental clarity if you are insulin resistant. It helps with that. It helps with weight loss. Autophagy, so that's just basically the recycling of old cells. So a lot of people who have, cancer in their bloodlines, they subscribe to more prolonged fasting for that. But nonetheless, a lot of amazing benefits to fasting and intermittent fasting, and just it's something that you should consider on your journey. My next tip is to exercise in a fasted state. And I recommend that. There's a lot of people who say if you exercise in a fasted state, as great of a workout as if you had some food for fuel. I don't necessarily agree with that. One, if I eat a heavy meal before I exercise, I kind of feel sick. I feel sluggish. I feel that food in my stomach. So, that's not for me to begin with. But a lot of people like to drink a protein shake or something like that, some kind of liquid to kind of give them a little boost of energy, give them what they need to get through the work. I personally don't have a problem. I never had a problem with exercising in a fasted state, and it piggybacks off that intermittent fasting idea that last little bit of energy expenditure, the last little bit of energy that you're needing to get through that workout, your body is going to be tapping into its own stores for fuel as opposed to what you have in your bloodstream. And I just think that that's awesome for weight loss. Like I said, this is what I did the first month of me trying to lose weight. And again, I lost 20 pounds in 1 month. That weight just fell off. So I would recommend exercising in a fasted state. Additionally, when you are exercising, one of the things that people do is they go in too much too soon, right? They do too much too soon. You really want to take it slow and progress as your body feels capable, right? Don't go from a sedentary lifestyle where you're sitting around all day, you haven't exercised at all in the past month, years, ever, and then try to run an hour 5 days a week. You're going to stress your body out, right? You can stress your body out mentally, emotionally, physically. And when you're doing that, you stress your body out physically, it has the same response. Your body is going to release excess cortisol, and that's not great. Excess cortisol raises your blood glucose. It causes your cells to become insulin resistant. It causes you to store excess fat, especially in the abdominal region. That's the worst, most dangerous type of fat to have, that central obesity. And so you don't want to stress your body out. Take it slow and progress. I would recommend, if you are someone who really is not active, has never really been active, I would recommend doing 30 minutes a day. Start walking, then go to a walk jog, then go to a jog, progress to a run. Okay? Wherever you are, start there and then slowly progress. Okay, like I said, these are strategies and tips. I'm not going to tell you what to eat. I don't think that that's a good idea to do a diet or to kind of do a certain type of eating, simply because I find that this is where a lot of people go back to their old eating and gain weight. It's like they can't maintain the drastic shift that they do when they start an Atkins diet or a keto diet. And so I recommend, one, just incorporating healthy meals. So if you eat fast food 3 times a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for lunch, try to make a salad and eat a salad. Or for dinner, when you get home from work, prepare your meal, or do grilled chicken and vegetables. Have one healthy meal in place of that terrible eating. If you're watching your calories, you're probably going to need to do a healthy meal anyway, simply because healthy meals tend to be lower in carbs and lower in calories, such as a salad or vegetables and protein. So in order to meet your calorie allotment and not exceed it, then you probably are going to have to incorporate something healthy, either that or not eat. And when you don't eat, you're just making yourself hungry, more likely to binge on the wrong foods. So that's my recommendation. I also recommend that if you're going to snack, try not to, but if you're going to snack, try to snack right after you've eaten. And this is specifically a healthy meal. And this is for two reasons. One, after you've eaten, you've had your dinner, and now you're about to eat your snack. I would recommend doing it right after your meal simply because you've already eaten. So you're full. You have food in your stomach. You're not going to binge on a big box of cookies or a whole pack of Twinkies. You may have one, but you've already filled your belly with food, hopefully good food, nutritious food, and this is just a little topper snack. And so you probably won't overindulge. But also, there's the mental kind of aspect of it where you've just eaten this really nutritious, healthy, good thing. You kind of don't want to ruin it by overindulging or even eating any kind of processed foods or snack food, junk food. I've had it where I've made a salad and I've been ready to eat my pie right after my salad. And because I just ate my good salad that I spent so much time grilling the chicken and cutting up and all of that, to where I just don't even eat my pie anymore. I'll save it for tomorrow, So I would recommend doing that, and all those things sort of holistically come together to kind of aid you in developing the right eating habits. Over time, you'll start to crave more healthy foods because you find that you're much more satisfied, you have more energy, and the junk food sort of wean it out of your diet, right? That's where I am now. Anyone who knows me knows that I used to eat junk all day, right? I worked as a nurse overnight, and other people are packing lunches where they make their meal, and I was packing snacks, granola bars, Mott's gummy snacks, still hitting the vending machine for chips on my break. So those type of habits were hard to break, but I did it by slowly incorporating healthy foods and weeding out the bad ones. So hopefully that helps. You definitely can do it. You just have to, one, be motivated to make the change, to make your health a priority. But also, if and when you have a moment where you're not so proud of, so you eat the junk that you didn't want to eat, it's not the end. You can start all over again. So just take that with you, and hopefully this helped. Thanks. Bye, guys.